The Insufferable Salvation of Lawrence Talbot the Wolfman by Thomas Ligotti. According to ritual, the Wolfman has just been shot with a silver bullet by the one who loved him and whom he loved. He falls to the ground, and a thick layer of autumn leaves absorbs much of the impact. The woman is still pointing the revolver, using both hands, when the others in the hunting party arrive, summoned by the gunshots they heard. A tall man in a tweed sport coat put his arms around the woman. "Don't worry, he can't harm you anymore," the tall man says to her. But the Wolfman has never even touched the woman to begin with. Literally. Lawrence Taylor was the human name of the Wolfman. He was in his late 30s, unemployed, with prospects, and unmarried. While traveling through Eastern Europe, hiking about forests much of the time, he was attacked by a large wolf and bitten once or twice. After being examined by a doctor, he didn't give the incident a great deal of thought, until the following month, when he saw the full moon through the diamond-paned windows of an English country house where he was a guest. He had fallen in love with the daughter of the man who owned the house, and he was secretly intending to ask her to marry him. But after the first full moon opened his eyes to what he had become, he knew his life was over. He was a murderer, however involuntary. Before the next full moon, he made the woman promise that if anything should happen to him, well, his one wish was to be interred in the mausoleum on the grounds of her father's estate. "I promise," she said solemnly, though she understood neither the promise itself nor the solemnity with which she uttered it. Lawrence Talbot wanted to know he would still be close to this woman after his death, but he never imagined that he would also be able to hear her voice and other voices, while unfortunately being unable to respond. "Aren't we supposed to cut out It's Hot Now?" asked one of the men in the hunting party. "Well, so what if they do? He loved her with every part of himself, and would still be capable of sensing her presence on the frequent visits she would undoubtedly make to the mausoleum." "No, nothing to do with the heart," says another. "I think we're supposed to burn up the whole thing right away, and then scatter the ashes." "Yes, that's quite true," adds the tall man. "But what do you say?" he asks the woman. She is weeping. I don't know. What does it matter anymore?" "No, it does. The promise. Some of the men complain about how hard it is to turn up decent tinder in a forest where it has rained so much that autumn. Every leaf, every twig they find seems to be slick and damp, as if each one has been stained with some beast's oily slobber.